Hello and welcome to AltheaSuite. Today I'm going to show you how we can do an unload schedule. Up on this board right here, I have an unload schedule for our GE and one for our Whirlpool. Now I have the scanner right here. On the scanner device right here, we have a phone connected to it, and the phone is automatically to AltheaSuite already. So on this phone, I'm going to go to the little navigation menu, and I'm going to go into unload schedules. And I'm going to go to my first unload schedule, which is going to be for GE. So on here, I'm going to go to the context menu, click on unload truck, and then I'm going to get started with my scanning. Now for GE products, you can see that some of these have a QR code. Actually, all of them have a QR code at some point. They're all in different areas. So for GE products, we would recommend that you would want to scan the QR code first. If the QR code gives you some problems, then you can move on to scanning the model number and then its serial number. So for this first item, I'm going to make sure on AltheaSuite that the cursor is sitting in the SKU field, and then I'm going to go to my first QR code, scan that. And then right there, we just heard a positive ding, letting us know that our item got scanned in correctly. If you scanned in something else other than the QR code or something like maybe a UPC code, it'll give you a crash sound and letting you know that you need to go back and scan those items. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my next scan, which is this one right here. Make sure my little scanner is connected to the QR code, and you basically keep on scanning until you get all of your items in. I'll scan this. This is a bigger QR code, so we want to make sure that our scanner can read that one. And then finally, our last item right here, we want to scan that QR code. That'll let us know that we've scanned everything in. Now on AltheaSuite, on the scanner, if I go over into my unloaded items, you'll see all of those key ones that got assigned, plus all of the serial numbers that got scanned in during that process. And once you're done with the unload schedule, we'll hit that complete unloading button. This is, are you sure you want us to continue? We'll just say yes. And then we'll move on to our Whirlpool one. So for our Whirlpool, some of them they do have QR codes on them. So this is your example of a QR code that's very similar to GE's QR codes. These ones have like these little squares on them. Some QR codes are a little bit different. They're a little bit smaller. These QR codes might not scan into the unload schedule properly. So if that's the case, just move on to the model number and then its serial number. So for this KMML item, I'm gonna make sure again, my cursor is sitting in the SKU field. We'll go to its little QR code. You can see right there, it gives a crash sound. So that QR code, it's stylized differently where it has commas in it and it doesn't recognize that QR, in which case we just move on and scan its model number. Ooh, making sure our SKU, our cursor is on the SKU field. There's a positive ding. Now because we're scanning its model number, the next prompt that it wants us to do is record its serial number. So we'll go ahead and do that. There's our first item in. So now I'll move on to the other item. This time I'll scan its actual QR code. So there it didn't prompt us to report its serial number, it read the QR code, therefore all the information involved with it. The QR code, it has the model number, the serial number, and then any revision number that's inside the model number. So finally I'm gonna do my last two items. These ones have QR codes that doesn't get recognized. This one doesn't even have a QR code. So I'll just record its model number. There it's asking me for a serial number. And then finally we'll do our last item. And then finally its serial number. And there we go. Again, I'll go down and scroll down. There's no more items to be unloaded, and all of them exist in my unloaded items tab. Once you're done there, again, we'll hit complete unloading and finish it out. And that's how you complete unload schedules for both Whirlpool and GE. Thank you.